Hi, my name is Kyle Clark. I'm one of the co-founders here at Designbook. Designbook is an online community where founders use equity as a tool through crowdfunding and crowdsourcing to grow their business, where collaborators come to use their skills and their talents to earn equity in businesses, and where investors come to find those teams. Crowdsourcing is the exchange of different forms of capital through open solicitation. The first one being intellectual capital or knowledge capital. The next one being social capital, such as connections or influence. The next one, experiential or human capital. And finally, financial capital. Financial capital in crowdsourcing is crowdfunding. So crowdfunding, we break that up into 4 different types. Number 1, donation crowdfunding. It's been going on for years. The expectation is no return whatsoever. Number 2 is rewards crowdfunding, where the expectation is the return of a t-shirt or a thank you email or maybe a pre-sale of a product. Number 3 is a debt crowdfunding made popular by peer-to-peer lending. And number 4, most interesting to us, is equity crowdfunding. And it's interesting for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the size of the campaign. And number 2, it aligns people with your vision because you get them on the same side of the table because they're owners in the same business as you. So when we were conceiving this platform, we started looking at the data. We knew we wanted to do equity. And we said, what makes for a successful crowdfunding campaign? Number 1, the number of unique edges in your campaign, organic content generators, will determine the number of backers. Number 2, every campaign carries momentum. And we conceived that this first 20% of inertia that the momentum had to overcome, the energy had to overcome, was a trust and transparency issue. So if we created a platform that overcame that trust and transparency, then we may have success. Number 3, the number of backers is determined roughly by the number of promoters. So how do we use this data and create a platform from it? Well, we're developing this community, and this community includes individuals and organizations that go into this larger community. Through an elastic search mechanism and machine learning, we bring together the community with products launched on the platform. So every product is categorized, is data mined, and matched through that algorithm with the people in the organizations, such that you get the right people on the bus for each product. For the founder of the product, he's got tools here to plan his equity distribution. His planning tab allows him to outline milestones and then figure out what resources are needed to meet those milestones. Co-founders, collaborators, eventually investors, and visualize his equity position at the end of that plan. Within that planning tab, you can determine what type of equity transaction you want to make, how many shares, what the vesting schedule is, and then, fairly importantly, he can identify the skills necessary in the case of a collaborator or co-founder required to be successful in that position. Those skills are again matched through our elastic search to find the right people. He can then manage those applicants. People can either come and apply organically or he can reach out to them from within the application. Way over here on the Details tab, the founder can identify the problem, the solution, upload a pitch deck, and then actually pitch to the community his business. Not everybody can see this, just the verified investors and collaborators. Learned a little bit more about the team. And then for purposes of exchange of equity securities, one wants to know what the equity distribution of the company is and the financial summary is. And for a true crowdfunding equity transaction, there's 2 more pieces of data. It's the use of funds and the risks associated with that investment. And that actually completes a private placement memorandum or the offering document. So what's our plan? Year number 1, we're going to make it really economical to exchange equity in private placements. Year number 2, we're positioning ourselves for the big kahuna here, which is a secondary market. We're providing liquidity to both collaborators and investors for private securities. How do we make money? Because we're going to be in business. We need to be in business to realize these 2 goals. Number 1, we take a commission on successful crowdfunding campaigns, which is significantly lower than the commission taken by existing investment bankers. And number two, we offer paid premium services for exceptional insight by investors into these teams and products. So what's the magic in the Elasticsearch engine? Well, first we've got matching algorithms. Unique edges with diverse social networks make for successful crowdfunding. We have standard deal structures that drive down the cost of those private placements. We're going to establish a secondary market, and we've got an awesome company culture here at Designbook. Everybody here, including the guy at the camera here, Nat, is encouraged to create a business on Designbook. In fact, Designbook is on Designbook, and use the tool and create value for themselves and their team on Designbook. Who is this team? Aaron Pollock, myself, co-founders, Keith in operations, Nat in media and marketing, and Krista, you'll talk to her on intercom in that little blue box in the bottom of the app every day. We've got a team of developers over at Agillion, and then we've got evangelists that have experience in entrepreneurship that are supporting the initial businesses on our platform and supporting us as a business. How are we going to get there? Step number one, we're going to quit our jobs. We did that in July. Sell our airplanes and commit to these 2 years of fun, hopefully more. Number two, we had a goal of getting a minimum viable product in October of this year. We met that goal. Goal number one achieved. Our next one, we're going to have a platform that enables competitions for business models on our platform. Number three, next spring, early next spring, you'll be able to do real crowdfunding for equity transactions on the platform. So right now, structure your team for successful crowdfunding in the spring. By June of next year, we will have 10,000 engaged participants on the platform. In 2 years from when we started this venture, we will have established a secondary market for the private placements of securities. So if you're a founder, get on board quick. If you're a collaborator, come check out the projects and earn equity for your talents and your skills. If you're an investor, watch us all here very closely because we're building amazing teams. We'll see you on Designbook.